Pixar's newest animated adventure, Turning Red, just came out on Disney+. And you know what that means. A whole bunch of clever little Easter eggs ready for finding. The studio that brought us some of the best animated cult classics is famous for sneaking in fun details in all its movies, and its latest release is no exception. Get your glasses on, folks, because we're going Easter egg hunting. First up, the Lightyear Easter egg, and where to find it. You don't have to look to infinity and beyond for the Lightyear Easter egg. Lucky for you, we've already found it. While streaming Turning Red, pay close attention when the movie reaches the 3-minute and 25-second mark. This is where Mei Lin and her totally adorkable best friends stroll down the street. Take a closer look at Miriam's skateboard. Amongst all the colorful stickers, there's a Lightyear sticker stuck right below the wheels. It might seem obvious now, but it's pretty easy to miss given the pace of the whole scene. There's another nod to the upcoming movie hidden in there. The cat sticker that's slapped on top of the skateboard is in fact of socks, the robot cat that accompanies Buzz Lightyear on his space mission. The adventure of the famous Space Ranger from the Toy Story saga is set to launch on June 17th, but it won't be set within Andy's universe of walking, talking toys. Instead, Lightyear will follow the actual test pilot and his journey to space that made him famous enough to get his very own, very popular action figure. Pixar's Buzz will be voiced by none other than Marvel's self-righteous Captain America, Chris Evans. Next, Turning Red and some other Easter eggs. 2022 is going to be the year of 2 Pixar releases, and the first one features a rare red panda, sort of. Turning Red takes us to the other side of Niagara Falls in Canada, where we meet with super confident, super dorky Mei Lin Mei Li. Voiced by Rosalie Chiang, the 13-year-old Chinese-Canadian discovers something peculiar about her family tree. While all families have their fun little quirks, the Li family owe their quirks to a species of red pandas. Thanks to the interesting family history, or curse, Mei turns into a big red panda every time she gets too excited or too stressed. Considering she's a new teenager with a boy band fever, stressed and excited are pretty much the only 2 emotions she has. You can imagine the chaos that ensues. Of course, there's a way to break the curse. It involves a special ritual on a specific night, which just so happens to be the night of the concert where Mei's favorite boy band is performing. We know, it might be an easy pick for you now, but when you're a teenager burdened with the decision of choosing between normal human life and a live performance by all your favorite band members, the choice isn't so simple. On top of all of this life-altering drama, she also has to deal with everything that puberty throws at her. Turning Red has everything Pixar: fun adventure, self-discovery, family bond, and of course, tons and tons of Easter eggs from past, present, and future films. According to Domi Shi, they're all there. Yeah, all the classic ones. Pizza Planet Truck, Luxo Ball, A113's in there too. We've rounded up all of them just for you. But here's a spoiler alert if you haven't seen the film yet. Let's get to it. First up, we have the Pizza Planet Truck. If you've grown up watching Andy and Woody, then you know this pizza place better than the one in your neighborhood. Pizza Planet first made an appearance back in the 1995 classic Toy Story. However, it's the delivery truck that's made its way to almost every Pixar film one way or the other. Even in Turning Red, the famous pizza truck made an appearance. You can spot it in the background while Mei, in all her red panda glory, is running down the street for the Four-Town concert. She rushes right past it. If you zoom in, you can spot it complete with a rocket on the roof and Yo on the tailgate. But that's not the only Toy Story reference hidden away in the movie. Remember Tyler's Party? Look closely at the pizza boxes. They're all branded with the Pizza Planet label, and you'll also see a Pizza Planet billboard tucked away in the climax of the film at the stadium. Looks like everyone in the Pixar universe has a favorite pizza place. Next, the Luxo Ball. Let's go back to Tyler's Party. You'll find another one of Pixar's recurring Easter eggs hidden in there. This one dates back to 1986's short, Luxo Jr. Not only did it give the studio their famous lamp logo, the little father and son story also introduced a ball that has since bounced into their feature films for decades. During the party, when Mei and her friends are looking over the scene from the rooftop, you can see the Pixar ball floating freely in the swimming pool. Next, we have A113. Another unusual Easter egg to feature in countless Pixar films is the alphanumeric code A113, which is in fact a nod to a classroom where many animators studied at the legendary California Institute of the Arts. Funnily, it can either be the easiest reference to spot or the hardest. There's no in-between for this one. Turning Red features the number pretty clearly in the movie, but the scene goes goes by so fast that if you blink, you'll probably miss it. During the film's climax at the stadium, when Dad runs to get the chalking device for the depandification ritual, you can spot A113 etched on the front of the chalking cart. Right below the chalker, you can see Professional Model A113 written on it. Another A113 reference is tucked away in Four Town's concert tickets, but you'll have to really sit through the credits for this one. Domi Shi worked in some fun references from her previous work in Turning Red. Though the Pixar film was her first-time feature as a director, she previously won an Academy Award for her short film Bao. In fact, many cultural influences and themes carried over to Turning Red from Bao. If you look closely, you'll spot a restaurant called Bao in Toronto. It even has the same typeface and logo as the short film. She also coincidentally spent some time on the set of Coco as a story artist. You probably did spot some flags and banners throughout Toronto. That could be a reference to the 2017 animated film. One of the lesser, more subtle references was hidden in the t-shirt of the boy that May was lusting after in school. He could be seen wearing an Escapula t-shirt, which, if you remember, was a dead rock band that appeared in the Battle of the Bands scene in the Coco for a brief moment. Next, Finding Nemo. This Easter egg is so well hidden that if you blink, you'll definitely miss it. When May and her best friends come together to devise a plan for the Four Town concert, focus on the bathroom stall doors in the background. You'll see a sticker of a familiar fish there. It's either Marlowe or Nemo himself from Finding Nemo. Now we have Twilight. Now this one's totally out of the Pixar universe, or any animated universe for that matter. Turning Red makes a cheeky little reference to the shining vampires from the 2008 hit Twilight. When May's friend Priya is introduced, she's reading a book with a familiar cover. You might want to take a second look at her book Nightfall, because it's freakishly similar to the Twilight covers. A nod to the Cullen family doesn't really seem so bizarre if you really think about it. Any teenager from that era could relate to the vampire craze. Next, Blue Jays. Another non-Pixar reference can be seen when we pan out to the scene where the stadium is being built. You can spot a blue jay in the shot, which is, in fact, a subtle nod to sports fans. If you remember that the film is set in Toronto, the bird is likely a reference to the baseball team, the Toronto Blue Jays, that would eventually play ball in the stadium. But there could also be a Pixar connection after all. Those of you who watched the comedy series Doug Days on Disney Plus may recall the blue jay as it was one of the neighborhood animals. It sure does look a lot like the one seen outside the stadium in Turning Red. Okay, so this might not exactly be an Easter egg, it's more of a fan theory fodder. One of the most popular fan theories about the Pixar universe is that all its films are connected, kind of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Turning Red almost fed that theory, as it not only mentioned the astral realm, but it also accessed it in the same exact way that was explained in the 2020 animated film Soul. And that about wraps up our video for today. Did you spot the Lightyear Easter egg? How many of the hidden references did you spot while streaming Turning Red? Did we miss out on any other Easter eggs that you know of? Let us know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We'll see you in the next one.